We're going to begin by giving Vader a thin coat of Vallejo black surface primer. We want to get good coverage, but we want to keep the coat thin as to not obscure detail with too much paint. Now we have a perfect base for applying our highlights. We're now going to airbrush a zenithal highlight of Vallejo game color Sombre Grey. As we do this, we want to spray from the top down at a 45-degree angle along Vader's body to achieve a graduated highlight. As you can see, we've achieved a graduated highlight across the entirety of Vader's body. We're now going to apply a second zenithal highlight by airbrushing Vallejo model color white at a 45-degree angle down Vader's body, similar as to what we did with the first highlight. As you can see, we are now achieving some really nice graduated highlights all along Vader's body. Continue this process, highlighting areas where you want stronger highlights to stand out. Now that we've established some great highlights, we want to bring Vader's armor down to his famous matte black finish. We're going to achieve this by applying a wash of Games Workshop Nuln Oil all across Vader's armor. You can use a liberal amount of Nuln Oil as you go. We've brought Vader's armor down to a darker tone, but we're not there quite yet. We'll add a second wash to bring the armor down to its iconic black finish. Our second wash is a 2-to-1 mixture of Games Workshop Nuln Oil and Drakenhof Nightshade. Once again, we can apply this wash very liberally. Now that we've completed steps 1 through 4, Vader's armor should now have that iconic black finish. Next, we will paint Vader's pale scarred flesh. We will achieve this by gradually building up highlights using Games Workshop Cadian Fleshtone, Kislev Flesh, Flayed One Flesh, and finally Vallejo model color Ivory, one of my go-to colors. First, we'll lay down a foundation of Cadian Fleshtone as our base. Make sure that you get good coverage as you apply this base. Vader also has exposed flesh under his arm that will need coverage also. Vader's base flesh tone is now complete. Next, we will apply a thin down layer of Kislev Flesh as our first highlight. As you do this, leave a small amount of base layer uncovered. The first highlight is now complete. Next, we will add a second highlight of Flayed One Flesh. Once again, as you go, don't completely cover the first highlight. Our second highlight is now complete. Our third and final highlight of Ivory will be very thin and applied only to the uppermost areas that will receive the most light. Vader's pallid flesh is now complete. Next, we will bring out Vader's scars that he has received throughout his brutal life by using Vallejo Game Color, Squid Pink, and Games Workshop Fusion Orange. First, we will apply a small amount of Squid Pink to the scars. Next, we will apply Fusion Orange over the Squid Pink to enhance the scarring. Now Vader's scarring is complete. Next, we will apply Stormhost Silver to all the metallic parts of Vader's body. The base layer of silver is now complete, and it's now time for a wash. We will now cover Vader's metallic parts with a liberal amount of Games Workshop Nuln Oil. The shading of Vader's metallic parts is now complete. We will now dry brush Games Workshop Necron compound on all of Vader's metallic parts to bring out the highlights. Now all of Vader's robotic parts are polished to a bright finish. Finally, we will paint Vader's chest box lights with Vallejo Game Color Electric Blue and Andrea Color Napoleonic Red. Vader is now complete and ready to take on the rebellion. I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post and I'll try to answer your questions. If you have enjoyed the video, please press like and don't forget to subscribe.